So today I'm going to be working with King Oyster Mushrooms. Ooh, I'm excited. And also my feature ingredient, and let me not introduce them, is my purple sweet potatoes. And I've worked with potatoes before, but I've never worked with the purple ones. And I love color, so I'm excited to see this. So I bet you guys are wondering what I could be possibly making with these King Oyster Mushrooms. We're going to be making some vegan scallops! So excited. Let's go. Washed my mushrooms and I'm gonna set it out so they're dry. Just gonna place it on a paper towel and just allow it to do its thing while I work with my potatoes. So I have completely washed my potatoes completely off. I keep the skin on because my African mother tells me it gives me fiber. So there they go. Yeah. All right, so you guys see the inside of my sweet potato, purple sweet potato to be sure. And I'm gonna mash these actually because, you know, I feel like that's the best way to really try a potato is to mash them. As you can see, I added some water to my pot. The water's turning a little purple, of course, because of the potatoes. And I'm gonna add some salt. Just a little bit. And I'm gonna put it in the pressure cooker. All right, so now I'm gonna start working on my mushrooms scallops. So first I'm gonna cut off the head because we don't really need that part. Ooh, it's squishy. Y'all can see the inside, so I'm gonna turn it around so y'all see what we're looking at. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the heads off all of them before I start cutting them into my scallop shape. I'm trying to cut them as gently as I can, just so I don't lose my texture, or my shapes, I mean. There we go. All right, I'm gonna start with this guy. Basically, I'm gonna cut him into a little inch. And that's a scallop. I'm gonna do a couple more. So now that I've cut up my oyster mushrooms into little scallop bites, I'm going to cook them into my seasoning so it has that delicious flavor soaked into them. Look at this. First, I start off with heating up some water. You can see the steam, it's really hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in my ingredients. So first, I'm gonna start with about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So I'm just gonna pour it in. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm gonna add my salt. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion powder and some garlic powder, some white pepper, and we got some black pepper. To pop them all up in the pot and just let it marinate in there for just a couple of minutes. So after about 7 to 10 minutes, I turned off my heat and I'm just gonna let the scallops sit inside the water, the seasoned water, until my oil heats up. Yeah, these look so good. Look at that. Got a nice brown here. So now I'm going to mash my potatoes. I added about a stick of butter. I'm using avocado butter because I'm trying to keep it totally vegan. And I'm also going to be using unsweetened coconut milk. So here, I added about a teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna add a nice tablespoon of brown sugar. So we're gonna go ahead and give this guy a mixing. Look at this beautiful plating. I went ahead and blended the potatoes so it's nice and whipped. Add a little drizzle of some oil. Add a little lemon juice as well, grilled lemon juice, so it's nice and juicy. So it's time to eat. Time to try these oyster mushrooms and these purple potatoes. They look delicious. So let's cut into them. What do they look like on the inside? Ooh. It looks just like, a scallop on the inside. It's like nice and shiny and white. I'm trying to see if the camera can concentrate on it. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit of my potatoes on there. Okay, so when I first cut these out, I said these look like white yam. Like